Other ways to keep your pathogens from spreading, you should never share eating or drinking utensils, If someone was using a fork and you're out of forks, don't use their fork. Wash it first. Same thing with like sharing drinks. I know that people, I see you guys in class all the time and you're like, oh, I'm thirsty. Give me a drink from your water bottle. And you're trying not to like touch the rim, but it's still probably a little contaminated if the person that was drinking and putting their mouth on it was sick. I try to do this with my child as well. She wants to drink my water, which is fine, but I don't want to get her sick if I'm sick, and if she's sick, I really don't want to get sick. So it's just a better idea to not share those things. A lot of viruses are, in spit and saliva and things like that. If you're sick, not kissing people too. Don't share toothbrushes and other personal hygiene items. This goes with like makeup brushes too. There could be bacteria on those. Toothbrushes, that's just gross. If you're somewhere and you don't have a toothbrush, you can, for the night, put some on your finger and just kind of scrub off with your teeth if you feel the need, but you shouldn't share a toothbrush. That's disgusting. Obviously, you should wash your hands often. There's signs up everywhere that says how long you should wash your hands for, sing the ABCs, make sure you get in between your fingers. Under your nails is a place that harvests a lot of germs and dirt and bacteria, which leads us to the last one. You should avoid touching your mouth, nose, and eyes, and you shouldn't bite your nails because of all the gross things that can get stuck under there. You should clean them out, wash them. I know it's hard to not, scratch or rub your eye or your nose, but that's how germs get on our hands, and then we touch things, and that's, how pathogens start spreading. Other things you could do is prepare food safely by like washing your fruits and vegetables. You're at the grocery store, you're picking up apples that are just sitting out in the open. Little kid could have walked by, sneezed on them. Gross. They probably weren't like fully washed very cleansely wherever they came from. Some things you obviously don't have to wash, like a banana, because you peel it and the germs will stay on the peel unless you're one of those children that eats the peel. You know who you are. Anyway, wash your fruits and vegetables. Even if it says the salad or the lettuce in the bag was already washed, wash it again. You have no idea what things can grow while they're just sitting and waiting for you to buy them at the grocery store. You should wipe counters really well. Use clean sponges and rags. Sponges, not the cleanliest thing to use because they are wet and moist and they can harvest bacteria. So down here it says you use your sponge to clean your kitchen, but do you clean your sponge? So, I recommend not using sponges. We have Clorox wipes now, or if you just get some like Lysol in a hot bucket and a washcloth and use it once and then wash it is probably a better idea. Those sponges can get really gross and grimy, and then you think you're cleaning, but you might just be pushing some bacteria around. And then obviously keep just a clean environment, especially in the kitchen if you're preparing raw food. I was just cutting like chicken on the counter, and then I go to cut my salad and I didn't clean the counter very well. That's contaminating my salad. So keep a clean environment as much as you can. Helping others stay healthy. This is what we're kind of going through right now. Stay home if you're sick. We're getting to that point, though, where we all have to stay home because we're not sure who's sick and who's healthy. And it's to the point where we need to really stop the spread of this virus. So we're just saying, like, hey, if you can help it, don't go anywhere. We can't go to school because that's a large group gathering. You and one person would be fine, but we gotta avoid making contact with others at this point because this virus is spreading so quickly. Obviously, you need to cover your sneeze and your cough, not with your hands preferably. That's just like wiping your nose or licking your hand and then touching things. You were taught at a young age to cough or sneeze into your elbow, and then obviously don't like touch it, maybe wash it off or wipe it off with something sanitizing. Wash your hands immediately after you sneeze or cough, especially if you do it into your hands. Again, don't share personal items, just in case. You might not even know you're sick. And obviously handling food safely and correctly. So you have these hanging around the school, cover your cough, use a tissue, use your elbow, wear a face mask. Right now people are wearing them. It's more so to help you from spreading the virus. If you're already sick, some of these masks aren't designed to prevent you from breathing in the virus. It could help, but it's not going to be like 100% guarantee. And then obviously washing your hands, you're going to need some sort of hot or warm water because that's how we kill germs. Use plenty of soap and wash your entire hand. You know, I even go up halfway past my wrist up on my forearm. I wash my Fitbit a lot and my jewelry, especially coming home from the grocery store. Who knows what I could have come in contact with, so washing kind of everything down is a good idea. I'm going to post another little quiz concept check on Schoology. I have it on a paper copy, but we're obviously not going to be in school for you to do the paper copy, so it's worth 14 points. You can use your notes. It's going to be everything we just talked about up to this point. So it'll be just like the one you took on nutrition and body image and eating disorders. I'll just have all the questions on there. You answer them. You take it as many times as you need to in order to pass it. You know, go for that 100%. If you can't get 100%, maybe come back here and look through the notes again. Listen to me talk again, you know. Do what you gotta do. This is your grade. Starting to talk about our body's first lines of defense. Our skin is our largest organ. So our skin is a huge line of defense. So if we do have germs on our hands, our skin is preventing it from getting inside of our body. So keeping that clean, keeping cuts covered so that we can't get germs into our body through the skin. So unbroken skin is defending our body. If it gets cut or anything, then germs can enter. Tears in your eyes, you've all had this where you get like an eyelash or a piece of dirt or something in your eye and you're going to start tearing up and crying. Some of you that understand what it's like to wear contacts have had this happen when your contact decides to escape from your eye and it just waters and waters and waters. So tears are defense mechanisms for your body. In your respiratory system, you have nose hair and mucus that prevents things from getting into your lungs and making you sick. So there's a reason that we have hair. In your digestive system, we got saliva. Saliva has a bunch of enzymes in them, which basically means that they're these strong, almost like chemicals in your saliva that will kill bacteria. You have stomach acid that will, you know, trigger if you need to throw up and kill germs before it gets too far into your digestive system. And then you have more mucus in there that helps capture and remove germs. In your circulatory system, we have something called white blood cells. They patrol your body and destroy anything that it detects as foreign. So it's a non-specific response. We're going to talk about the difference between a specific response in your immune system and a non-specific response. But anything that comes into your body and it has a red flag and says that's foreign, I don't know what it is. It could be a virus, a bacteria, it's not sure. It's going to attack it no matter what and make more white blood cells so that it can get the pathogen that's entered your body to get destroyed and eliminated. And then you can have inflammation on your skin or in your throat or something along with swelling, and your body will most likely produce a fever to help destroy and kill the pathogen that's entered. High fevers high temperatures usually kills most viruses and bacteria and things like that, but not always. Your immune system. Again, if a pathogen gets past your body's natural lines of defense, then your immune system is going to respond. So everything we talked about on the previous slide, your skin, your tears, your hair, your mucus, your stomach acid, things like that, if the pathogens break through and they start multiplying, then your immune system is going to kick in. So your immune system is a combination of body defenses made up of the cells, tissues, and organs that fight off pathogens and disease.